The Magic Show is brought to you by StarCityGames.com, and check this out. The super sweet Ion deck boxes held closed via a magnet and encased in leather are currently available at StarCityGames.com for only $9.99 each. Or you can grab a full set of 5 for just $44.99. To keep your deck well protected and looking good, pick up your Ion deck box from StarCityGames.com today.
Hey, this is Gerard Fabiano, and welcome to The Magic Show.
I'm playing a blue-white Tron deck, and I'm not playing blue-green anymore because I think blue-white is a lot better against the hate.
Kind of threw together this Death Cloud Rock and didn't test it at all, and it's been working out.
I've not yet met a problem in this format that cannot be solved by the sufficient application of goblins in very large numbers.
So I'm playing the Domain Zoo deck. Obviously, I've been a big proponent of blue decks for the past forever and extended. And I got to the point where I couldn't win a match with them anymore, so I gave up, and now I'm playing all the other colors instead.
I played Teps, Mind's Desire deck, changed it around a little bit, cut the Lotus Blooms, thought they were just only good on the play, and when it's in your opening hand, obviously.
I'm playing Next Level Chase Rare. It was designed primarily by Patrick Chapin. Like, I added Vidalian Cooks to the deck. That's my big addition.
Pat Chapin's deck, the Fish Counterbalance, Vidalian Click, Dark Confident deck. I thought it would be really strong against Blue-Green Tron, which has been getting really popular.
I was playing a Chase Rare deck based on Sensei's Divining Top and Counterbalance. I innovated such cards as Tarmogoyf and Dark Confidant to allow me to beat down with the best of them. I used spells like Counterspell and Vindicate to gain an advantage on the board, and sometimes when the times were rough, I used cards like Threads of Disloyalty or Sower of Temptation to take control.
Basically, I was playing a rock deck. My friend Julio Barro, he's an Italian Magic player. He played it in Spain, and he made top 8 with it. So I took his base list, and I changed a few cards, added Gerard's Verdict, and I don't know, the deck's like really good. The sideboard's really tight, so it's like a control rock deck that you would see a couple years ago.
This weekend I played Aggro Flow, mainly because I played a bunch of Moto Qs, and I could never win with any deck. I played like 10 Qs in a row where I lost on the first round. So then I started playing Aggro Flow and I actually started winning some matches.
Tested mostly on Magic Online.
I play a lot on Magic Online, and it's really awesome practice. You get to play against almost every deck in the format, and it's just a really great tool that I use.
For this tournament, I just played a ton of Magic Online. I think Magic Online is the best way for someone who doesn't have a whole lot of time to test, because pretty quickly you get an idea of what people in the real world are playing, and you skip the whole, oh well, I'll take this back and we'll try this, and there's a lot more pressure on you to do well when there are prizes on the line, and I think that helps you be able to focus immediately when you get into the real tournament setting.
We just kind of do it in theory. Like, we kind of made our list on the drive here just in theory, because we knew, like, you know, out of the deck, like 55 slots or 50-something slots were locked in. We knew we had to play. So the last 5 are what we... And that's kind of what actually makes the difference, too, sometimes.
Occasionally I test with friends, but they're pretty bad, and their decks are bad, so I don't feel like it's worth it.
I did not play a single game of Extended before I came here this weekend, but I did a lot of theory. You know, I would look at the decks, and Extended's a format that's been around for a while, so even though new sets come out and everything people think change and stuff, nothing really changes. There's still going to be the combo decks, there's going to be goblins and like the beatdown decks, there's going to be rock, there's going to be like some Tog decks. It's all, you know, like now there's no Psychotog in general, but there's like counterbalance decks and decks like that, all the decks are still basically the same archetypes, and you know, you just like basically feed off past experience.
In the last 3 weeks, it was LARP all weekend, and Moto Triple Morning Tide draft.
I just played a lot with Blue-Green Tron, and then the night before the tournament, I was really worried because we got about 4 phone calls of people asking for extirpates, so we kind of brainstormed a list, and here I am.
I do a lot of brainstorming where I just try to figure out what strategy I think is the baseline best in the format. Like in this format, it seems to be Sensei's Divining Top. And then just start working, like usually come up with too many decks to test myself, so I'm very fortunate to have a support group of people who are very willing and able to test out a lot of the ideas.
We all get together at my place and just play, but mainly like we try to figure out what the format and the environment is going to be like, and then we try to build a deck that kind of like has the best shot against the environment.
I actually had no playtest at all, just reading some articles on the internet. I watch the Magic Show weekly. It's a very good show. But that's it.
It's not that important, but knowing your opponent's decks is.
It's kind of important when you're playing a new deck, but when you're playing like a variation on an old deck, it's not very important to be secret because everyone knows almost everything that you have.
Overall, pretty nil. From my experience playing today, a bunch of people knew what I was playing, and a bunch of people lost to me. So these were pretty closely correlated. It didn't really seem to matter.
I don't think it's very important at a Grand Prix because there are about 1,000 people, and maybe in the later rounds of Swiss it matters, and maybe if you can actually keep your deck secret until then, but it's not likely that you can, so I don't think it's too important.
I value deck secrecy higher than almost anyone else alive. Like, I really like to keep my stuff within the group that I'm working with. Like, I'm willing to share, I'd love to share information, like what people think about the format, like what people think about individual cards, but I really think it's important to just keep your deck within your crew.
It doesn't even matter, and every time someone's like, I can't tell you my deck, it's a secret, like they're always like 0-3, so that's just like your deck sucks anyway, you know, like why not talk to other people and be like, hey, this is what I'm playing, and maybe someone will have input, you know, like no one's like always 100% right.
That depends. For this tournament, anybody who asked me, I just gave them my deck and deck list before the tournament, whatever, because this deck isn't that innovative and doesn't really prey on the metagame or anything like that, whereas at Worlds it was much more important because Dragonstorm wasn't actually that strong of a deck on its own. It really preyed on people not knowing what was going on and not being prepared for it.
For a GP, I'm actually not very secretive. People ask what I'm playing, I actually just tell them, like pretty much anyone I know. For a PT, since the field is so much smaller, you know who you're going to be playing against for the most part. It's a lot more important to have a secret deck. Also, PTs are always new formats, so giving away your deck is a big edge, whereas at a GP, you're probably playing a deck people know about. You're not probably playing a completely new deck, so you're better off. It's not a big deal to tell people, at least I don't feel it is.
It's very important, actually. Until Yokohama last year, I thought that I could test at Magic Online at will, like playing premier events, don't mind about people playing your games. But after I like winning all the premier events, when I tested for Yokohama last year with my White Winnie, and when I came to Yokohama, I play every round like a 100% hate deck against White Winnie, and I guess never again I will play test my decks in premier events and Magic Online.
If you have like a broken deck that like somehow like, you know, is so good that like it's cheating and it's like, you know, it's kind of breaking the rules of Magic, then, you know, maybe you want to keep that one the secret. But nowadays, like, they do such a good job developing their sets that it's really hard to find one of those decks that just, you know, that they just miss.
That's a good question. Yes, I would, as evidenced today.
If I felt like gambling, if I felt like the deck had a lot of potential, if it was really hit or miss, I might.
Probably not, unless it was you know, a really good deck. Somebody broke the format last night or something like that.
I don't like audibling, because like I won't play in a deck that I've never in a GP or something with a deck I've never played before.
I don't know. I like to test, but If I don't have one that I'm happy on, I mean, I'll brew the night before, or if somebody gives me a deck the morning before, sure, why not?
I have before, so, you know, I can't say no, but I don't recommend it.
I think if I knew the format really well, I could get away with it. I think, for me, building decks that are new and clever and really good is a byproduct of knowing the format incredibly well. So if you really know what's going on, I think it's pretty easy to just be like, well, I want a deck that does X, Y, and Z. And these are the cards that do it, let's do this.
Actually at GP Columbus, I picked up Flash that morning, won handily. Like, sometimes if you see a deck that's just great, like, you have no choice but to play it. So even if you don't know exactly what your deck does or how you're supposed to do things, you know what your opponent's doing and you can adjust your strategy around that.
My name is John Carter. I'm a level 4 judge from Seattle.
It's really disappointing because
the organized play changes have affected my season.
It's a lot about that you can't trust Wizards anymore.
Even though there's less money in it and less Pro Tours, I'm still going to...
The only bad thing I think Wizard actually has done was...
Now, if you want to make a judge, his brain explode, and then another one, and then go find a level 5, have this in play, Eye of the Storm, Junk Rare, Ravnica, I love this card. Put Mind's Desire on it, with a Storm count of like, I don't know, more than 1. See what happens. You will literally have players, brains melting, and you need a level 5, and he will stare at you like he's done to me and go, okay, wait a minute.